Well, hello, everyone. I'm Justin Patterson. Thank you so much for tuning into Midweek with us this week. As you may have noticed over the last couple of weeks, what we've been doing is we have been sharing what the Lord is doing in the lives of people here at the church with you here on Midweek. And tonight is no exception. And someone who is near and dear to my heart, my wife, Whitney Patterson, she's going to share with us tonight about what the Lord is doing in her life, but also the importance of sharing what the Lord is doing and how powerful your testimony can be to others. So here's Whitney Patterson.
So right now, what I'm excited about spiritually is, well, for one, I'm pregnant, giving birth in about 4 days. And so that is just a very exciting time in our life right now. And as that's exciting and there's chaos to it, the exciting thing spiritually is that the Lord has been working on me the past 9 months. As a female and just as maybe my personality, it's hard to not want to be in control of everything all the time. And with this pregnancy, there's not a lot that I can control. And so spiritually, the Lord's been working on me this past 9 months, helping me to rely on Him, know He's in control in every situation. And that's been really exciting for me to be able to experience that right now. So what that really looks like right now is, for example, every doctor's appointment we go to or every thought that pops into my head could easily be a worry. You know, is the baby okay? Am I going to be okay? I'm out of control in those situations. And so I have been in prayer a lot about, Lord, give me the strength to rely on you. And I've noticed in the past 9 months that is becoming a little easier. It's never easy to completely relinquish control in your life, but that is something I've noticed in my life currently is being able to, He's there every time. I can go to Him and say, look, I'm anxious, I'm nervous, you know, what if this, what if that? And He's easing those fears of mine right now. So this situation, something I could pass on to someone else is relying on the Lord. It seems to be a difficult thing for all of us at different points in our life because of the control thing. But when it actually happens and you do relinquish that and say, okay, look, this is in your hands, life becomes a little bit easier, I feel like. The day-to-day is not as daunting. The situations that pop up in your life aren't as daunting, concerning, worrisome. You have a place to go every time that these situations pop up. And in reality, they're going to pop up in all of our lives. It's not an easy road for all of us every day, every month, every year, but knowing that we have somewhere to go when these things do arise is comforting. And in the same breath, maybe not waiting till these situations arise to go to the Lord. I think that constantly being in conversation with Him in prayer with the Lord helps you to be in a place spiritually that allows the Lord to work in your life even before these situations arise. So how have I deepened my walk with the Lord? I think it looks different in each phase of my life. Something that I've really been wanting to make a part of my life consistently is prayer, because that relationship is what Christianity is. And so personal devotional time is something that I have done from time to time. You know, sometimes it comes where it's every day, sometimes it's not, but the prayer aspect of my walk with the Lord is something that deepens my relationship with Him. And that's the same in any relationship in my life. The more conversations you have with your husband or your friends or your parents, the relationship grows. And it's no different with the Lord. And that's what He desires from us and from me, is to talk to Him, whether I'm upset, happy, you know, whatever the situation is. That constant conversation with Him has really helped me to draw closer to Him and to stay in the Word when life happens. So what's exciting for me to talk to people about in regards to the Lord, and it's kind of already happened, I know if you've watched Justin's testimony a few weeks ago, this pregnancy is a miracle in and of itself. And at work, I work with a lot of people who are not Christians, and they knew our pregnancy, was a struggle from the beginning, and we weren't getting pregnant, and they were aware of that, and they weren't Christians, so it was more of just a conversation we had maybe at work one day. But then to announce, look what's happening in my life. The Lord blessed us with this miracle baby. It's so exciting to be able to continue that conversation with them throughout the pregnancy, but then even after the baby comes, because this is not something that we could have decided ourselves. And so being able to give God the glory for the situation is really exciting. I think it's important that we share our testimony. Sometimes it's uncomfortable because you have to talk about yourself. And when you're forced to talk about yourself, it's not always fun. But the reason that I think they're important is because we're all human. We all go through things in life that maybe we feel like we're the only one going through it. But in reality, that's probably not the case. The situations may not look the exact same amongst two people, but the fact that someone could be going through something, someone else could be going through something else, but they both turn to the same thing to help get through that, and that would be the Lord. And so the encouragement that can bring to someone else who maybe doesn't know where to turn is important during your testimony, because you can say, look, this is what I've been through, but this is what happened as a result. The Lord got me through this. And testimonies don't always have to be the troublesome times that you've had in your life. They could be joyous things too. This is what the Lord is doing in this great situation, and that's kind of where I feel like we're at right now in my husband and I's life. Is our current testimony, or the current thing that the Lord is doing in our life is so exciting. And it's not a turbulent time. And so that's something also that can be encouraging to people is, the Lord is so good all the time, but sometimes you need to hear that from someone else who may be in a similar situation as you. And I think the Lord meant for us to share these testimonies, and that may be the way that we share the gospel is through our testimony. Like I said earlier with some of my coworkers, that opportunity is there not only to say, look, this is what the Lord's doing, but hey, how are things going in your life? And so without sharing that testimony, maybe those friends at work would maybe never hear how good the Lord is.
Well, thank you so much, Whitney, for sharing that with us here this evening. If you are watching and you have a testimony that you think that others can benefit from, we ask that you send us an email to the email address that's on your screen. It's info@freedomfellowship.com if you would like to videotape that and help encourage other people. A couple of events that we have coming up. This coming Friday, we have our Freedom Fellowship Family Movie Night here in the sanctuary. That's going to be at 6:30, and we're going to be watching the 2018 movie, Paul, Apostle of Christ. And the guy who played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ, Jim Caviezel, plays Luke in this movie. It's a very, very good movie. So I encourage you to come and have a time of fellowship with one another. That's going to be this coming Friday evening at 6:30 here at the church. This coming Sunday, our youth is going to participate in axe throwing over at Ozark Sportsman Supply. That's located at 750 East Henry de Tonti, and that's going to be at 4 o'clock. And if you're watching, we encourage you to invite someone who may be 7th through 12th grade to come and be a part of this really good time of fellowship and doing something fun together with other believers in that age range. So we encourage you to invite them. We also ask that you invite someone to church with you this coming Sunday. Our worship service begins at 10 o'clock, and we encourage you to invite someone. Maybe it's a friend, family, neighbor, someone that you work with. Invite them to come to church and to hear the Word of God, which is able to transform people. So we encourage you to do that this coming Sunday at 10 o'clock. We love you guys, and we will see you then.